Hello everyone and welcome back to Madridista Notes channel. Today we have got some updates on some really exciting news about some transfer market news, some transfer rumors, and some almost confirmations about some of our signings. One of the major signings that our scout Juni Kalafat has been really we have been pursuing the signing of Endrick from Palmeiras for a long, long time now. We have been keeping tabs on him. We have been trying to negotiate a deal with Palmeiras. We are trying to convince Endrick's family and Endrick. We have been trying to convince and give them the project that is best for Endrick's career as well as Real Madrid. And there have been a lot of interest in Endrick. Chelsea, PSG, Barcelona have been the main competition on our way to signing Endrick, and it hasn't been easy. Juni Kalafat has flown immediately and necessary. It was necessary for Juni Kalafat to go by himself and close the deal. He has been really successful in closing the deals for us. In case of Vinicius, Rodrigo, Renier, Militao, Camavinga, we have signed some really talented youngsters under his watch. So it was really important that he went there to close the deal because there were some rumblings that Chelsea are close, that there were some talks about Hendrick's family preferring the Chelsea route or something like that. There were some rumors that PSG has offered already. PSG were trying hard to make the deal with Palmeiras, but Enrique Enrique idolizes Cristiano. He is a fan of Vinicius, so we already had I guess, an advantage that way that he is a fan of Real Madrid. If your idol is Cristiano, if you are a fan of Vinicius, of course you watch them play, and if you watch them play, of course you watch Real Madrid play. So we already had a connection there. So it was I would say. Uh, Not a done deal, but we had to convince his family and we had to convince him that this is the best project for him. And he's a really talented player. The uh, rumors have been circulating since last night that Endrick signing is really close. Fabrizio Romano has tweeted about that. Real Madrid are set to close the Endrick deal soon, and the financial package that is floating around is Endrick package will cost Real Madrid 72 million euros in total, according to Fabrizio Romano. We have to remember that the deal will be 45 million in direct payment, 15 million in bonuses, and because Enrique is coming to Spain, there are some tax issues. We will have to pay the 12 million taxes that the signing will incur on Palmeiras, so we will be paying the taxes on behalf of them. So that's why the total goes up to 72 million euros. According to Fabrizio Romano, Real Madrid are progressing to final stages with Endrick's personal terms, and I don't think that will be a problem because Unicolafat is taking care of that. There is also information that PSG had an agreement with Endrick. Palmeiras rejected their 58 million euros bid. Yeah, we are offering 60 million euros, and our board like to keep the good relationship going with the clubs. When they go for some player, they would play a little bit more to keep the other party happy, to smooth our relationships over. So they like to deal with Real Madrid. Whichever club deals with Real Madrid in the transfer market, you would listen that they prefer the approaches of Real Madrid to other clubs. And then Fabrizio Romano tweeted or said PSG has left the race for Endrick. Of course, they will leave the race when everything is almost finalized between Endrick and Real Madrid and Palmeiras. So there is no race for them. They are trying to save face. That's it. And more confirmation came from Spanish reporter Mateo Muratto. Real Madrid is about to close the signing of Endrick for the 60 million euros release clause that we all know. Barcelona wanted Endrick, but Palmeiras' demands were too much for them, according to Spanish outlet Relevo. And I don't think Barcelona were really ever that much in for him. They were always the outsiders. The main competitors of to sign Endrick for us were Chelsea and PSG. Chelsea had a really mm, with their new owner Todd Boehly, they have a really aggressive signing policy. The players they um, try to sign, they try to go for them immediately. So we had to make our move quick, or they could have hijacked the deal away from us. More reports on the same. The extra 12 million euros is in taxes to cover what Palmeiras would lose by selling to a Spanish club, as I already said. According to Matteo Moretto. The more breaking, Real Madrid have reached a verbal agreement with Palmeiras to sign Enrique, according to Bruno Andrade. Real Madrid had advantage over all other teams that wanted Endrick. The player likes the club and also has an excellent relationship with Vinicius Junior, according to Matteo Morato and George C. Picon. So yeah, as I was saying, Vinicius he's a fan of Vinicius. They talk and they keep in touch. So he has a good relationship with him. And of course, Vinicius has said good things about Real Madrid. Of course, he will say that. And I think that because we have a really good Brazilian core here, we have Militao, we have Vinicius, we have Rodrigo. Um, uh, 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 we had Casemiro and Marcelo, the left, but we still have a really good Brazilian core. And you need when you move countries, when you move your family from one continent to another, having this kind of familiarity, like having your Brazilian countrymen here, I think that gives a great advantage. That was another advantage for us, I think. Okay, according to Matteo Moretto, more Real Madrid and Palmeiras have reached an agreement for Endrick. Only the signature is pending. So it looks like that almost everything is agreed and everything is almost done. Just signing on the papers are left. So unless there is some really late twist and someone breaks their verbal agreements, this signing is going to get done. Real Madrid will play and reach 60 million release clause, but the signing will reach 70 million euros, including taxes and commissions, according to Matteo Muratto. Oh, you already know that. Okay, now some other news. We have been getting some rumors about Josko Gvardiol from RB Leipzig. He is a Croatian player. He has been playing really well since he burst into the scene since last season. He had a really great season for Leipzig in Bundesliga. He has been playing really well, and Chelsea was almost, I think, on the verge of signing, or somewhere there were really strong rumors in the summer transfer window, that Chelsea were going to sign Josko Gvardiol for around 90 million euros. Everyone was really surprised, but I think that even though it looks steep, if you want to sign him now in the summer transfer of 2026, three, I think 80, 90 million euros will be the fee that we will or whoever will be able to sign him will have to pay because of his really good performances in the World Cup and his continuous good performances for Leipzig. He is a hot property. He is high quality center back. He can play from the back. He is good in the air. He is strong. So he is some kind of all-round defender. Nowadays, you don't see many defenders with a world-class potential ceiling. We have some. We have seen some like Wesley Fofana when he was having his breakout season in Leicester. He after the bad injury he has dropped a little bit, but we'll have to see how he develops. Then there is Saliba playing for Arsenal. He has been having great seasons when he went to loan to Marseille. Now he is playing for Arsenal, really playing good, great football, and now Gvardiol. So the market for centre back aren't that I would say not that much full of world class quality or world class potential field. So there will be a lot of competition for Gvardiol. I think at least Chelsea, Manchester City, Bayern, PSG, Real Madrid. I think the most competition here would be Chelsea because Chelsea are in need of centre halves. Thiago Silva uh, is, I think, 37, 38. They need to replace him sooner than later. So I think they will go for him. So he will have some tough competitions if we want to sign him. And there are also rumors about the Jude Bellingham deal. There are some rumors coming out that Real Madrid are pulling away from the deal because the deal is becoming more and more expensive. Dortmund wants something around 100 million euros to 150 million euros on the back of his really good World Cup campaign. He was already really highly valued because of him being English and 19 years old with really high potential, world class potential, and really playing at a really high level right now. So his price was always gonna be really high. But with Liverpool and Manchester City in the race and him being English, I think it was always more likely that he would choose the destination in England, Liverpool or Manchester City. And when the price is going upwards of 100 million, north of 100 million, and it keeps rising day by day, I think it's understandable why Real Madrid would pull out from such a costly deal. And we haven't really had much success in signing English British players in our history. Bell, I would say he was a success, but after we the last deal contract extension that we gave him was a mistake. I think when the season we sold Cristiano was the season when we should have cashed out with Bell. After that season, he was totally useless for us. He never really played. He wasn't really serious about football. He was totally just cashing in the checks and just living life. That's it. And we had Michael Owen, didn't really bang. And then we had McMahon. He was a success as a signing, but British players really like to go outside of England, and they are not really that adventurous. They have a hard time adjusting. Bell I don't think they'll ever adjusted to the Spanish culture or whatever. I don't know. He always had some troubles with the fans, with the press, even though Spanish press is total shit, but still, and he had problems with Zinedine Zidane, which is a total, I would say, red light, total red light. So, yeah, I think I was not really that interested. If I wasn't really that bothered if we sign him, good. If we don't sign him, okay. Our alternative, there are reports that our alternative is Enzo Fernandez from Benfica, and we have been before we signed, even this summer when there were rumors about Chouameni, and if we miss out on Chouameni because we were facing competition from PSG, at Liverpool, etc. Our we had the Enzo Fernandez as a backup option. So we have been scouting him even before he came to Benfica, and he is smashing it in the Portuguese league. He is playing really well in the World Cup too. So he has always been in our radar. So I think if he's the backup option, I wouldn't even mind Barella from Inter Milan. I think those options, I would be really happy with either of them. And we have a gem in our Castilla, Arribas. I think the depth right now we have, if Cruz commits to another season, then I think with Cruz, Modric, Valverde, Camavinga, Chouameni, Arribas, and if we add Anzo Fernandez, Barella, someone like them, I think we are good to go. It's not like Jude Bellingham is a must for us, but for Liverpool, it's a necessity. It's a necessity. They are really pushing for it, and there are rumors that Klopp has talked to him. Henderson is trying to convince him, etc., etc., etc. And Liverpool has been on his ass for a long time now. They really, really want this player. They want him to be their talisman in midfield because their midfield is super aging and they haven't renewed their midfield for some time now. So they will be pushing the hardest for Bellingham. I think this signing, I don't think if there is if there isn't some really late twist, I don't think Jude Bellingham is going to sign for Real Madrid, and I am totally okay with it. If we get someone like Enzo, if we get someone like Barella, I'm totally fine with it. There are some news about some of the players that went out yesterday. Asensio and Carvajal will have a 10-day holiday starting from tomorrow. Then they will return to training with Real Madrid. So they need the rest. They need to get themselves out of the mental and physical fatigue that the World Cup definitely has caused some of the players. Benzema, we have heard reports that Benzema and Alaba will be joining the training from next Saturday. And of course, Modric is still playing in the World Cup. Brazil versus Croatia is this Friday, and I think Brazil and France are definitely going far into the competition. So Camavinga, Chouameni, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Militao are definitely gonna go as far into the competition as possible. So I think, yeah, those players are gonna have a hard time in the second part of the season because they will be really physically and mentally fatigued from this month-long World Cup. And the other players, Courtois, Hazard, Asensio, Carvajal, Valverde, uh, they have returned and they will be able to have some rest and train with the team. They will have a mini preseason prepared by Pintus. So I think they will be able to recover. And Benzema, even though it was really sad that Benzema had to pull out, but uh, I wouldn't say it was bad for Real Madrid. I would say it was something like something. It was, even though it was a sad occasion for Real Madrid, it was not a total loss because Benzema get to have rest. Benzema get to totally recharge his batteries. He gets to totally recover from his niggling injuries. He has been playing a lot of football. He has been carrying the Real Madrid attack on his shoulder, being the main man. So he needed to recharge himself. I think Benzema will be back to his form in the second part of the season, and that will be really important for our title charge in La Liga and Champions League. So we really need Benzema at his best. Let's see some more news. Eden Hazard has retired from the international football. The way his club career is going, and even international career, somehow he needs to reinvent himself, and I don't think he can do that in Real Madrid anymore. Carlo Ancelotti doesn't really have much use of him, but I think because Brazil is going really deep into the competition, this is Hazard's best chance to somehow get the ball rolling. Like if you need something, here it is, because Vinicius won't be, I think, played as soon as he lands in Madrid. I think Ancelotti will have a plan for him to reintegrate him into the team slowly to not totally exhaust him. So he gets to have impact in the second part of the season. So Hazard, mm, if he wants to reignite his career in the club football, at least because he already retired from international football, he should grab this opportunity with both hands, legs, everything. Somehow just give something back to the fans and just do some mm, honor to your contract, the kind of salary you are getting. Just it would be a little bit fine, great if we got something in return for that. There are some more rumors that PSG have joined the race to sign Jude Bellingham, according to English journalist Paul Joyce. So if even PSG joined, that signing gets even more complicated. Fabrizio Romano has said that some fans asked him about how Endrick's deal can affect a potential interest from Real Madrid in Kylian Mbappe, and he has replied that he doesn't see any correlation. Mbappe is world class, while Endrick is a top talent for the future. Real Madrid fans have been already simping for Mbappe again after his fine displays for France in the World Cup. I don't really care one bit if this guy comes or not. You don't really need one superstar to totally get your um, win stuff. If you can establish a team of really well-oiled machine and some good team chemistry, really good structure, and Real Madrid are never shy of Real Madrid never shy away from buying talented players, talented individuals. So we will always have a pool of talented players, inshallah. And if we can just build a team around them, instead of having a couple of really superstars, like world stars, if you just make a team of really talented players, I don't know. I don't see if there is a problem there. Maybe marketing and other stuff. And of course, Mbappe is really great, but he totally snaked us. It was a little bit of betrayal. So I won't really talk about it much more. Some more news about Gvardiol from Matteo Moretto. Real Madrid love Gvardiol and have inquired about him, but so far no bid. Okay, yeah, um, that's what the rumor is. We are keeping tabs on him. according to Matteo Moretto, of course. Again, Matteo Moretto, Jude Bellingham is closer to the Premier League than Real Madrid because the club does not want to enter a bidding war. So yeah, Real Madrid will not enter a bidding war. I think Real Madrid will go as high as 100 million. They will not go north of that because it's not a priority position for us. He is not a priority for us. I think the club will look to add forward as a priority this summer, and of course, maybe a right-sided fullback. Maybe if we sign Josko Gvardiol, sometimes Militao, how he plays for Brazil in the right back position, he can slot in there in case Carlo Ancelotti doesn't want to use Vasquez anymore. Um, could happen. Let's see. According to really reliable Brazilian outlet UOL Esporte, Real Madrid have finalized the last details of the advanced negotiation for Endrick in recent hours. Yeah, that's as good as I would say almost 99%. This deal is closed. Just we will get some official confirmation soon from the club. I think this signing will be wrapped up by January by the latest. And there's the rumors for transfer rumors surrounding Real Madrid. And let's talk about the World Cup a little bit. Brazil plays Croatia, Argentina plays Netherlands. I think Brazil goes ahead, Argentina, Netherlands. I think that's a 60-40 advantage as Argentina, but Netherlands can definitely beat Argentina and move to the next stage. So that will be a really, really interesting match. We'll have to keep an eye on that match. On the other side, there is Portugal, Morocco. Even though Morocco has a great defense, a really well defensive shape, structure, but still Portugal are the clear favorites. I expect Portugal to go ahead. And on the other hand, France, England, that was is total 50-50 because of Mbappe, Giroud, Griezmann, who else? Who else? I would say yeah, these three. Because of their red hot form, mainly Mbappe, I would give France the slight advantage, but England can definitely. They have really some really talented individuals, but their problem is with the coach. If you are playing Henderson, Rice, Bellingham, I don't know if they will be playing a three at the back, five at the back, because whenever he is up against really strong teams, Mr. What's the name of the England coach? Totally forgot. He reverts back to his five at the back and goes super defensive. So we'll have to see the strategy, the tactics that England will deploy against France, but I still give France the slight advantage. So I expect France to go ahead the kind of form that Mbappe he's the X factor. He gives them that belief that I think most of the teams Neymar gives to Brazil, Messi gives to Argentina, Cristiano gives to Portugal. Yeah, he's that kind of player. I wouldn't say anyone in England is like that. Just like in Netherlands, just like in Croatia and in Morocco, I wouldn't say there are anyone like that that gives you that inevitability kind of feeling. So yeah, uh, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, kindly like and subscribe and comment. I will be doing some watch alongs for the knockout rounds. Maybe I want to do the Brazil Croatia, maybe Argentina Netherlands, Portugal versus Morocco, and England versus France. I will definitely want to do the England versus France watch along. Keep an eye on it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.